Hello learners, welcome to the class. This is your teacher Kushbu and today I will be teaching you alternate segment theorem, one of the most important theorem based on circle. So without further ado, let's get started with the topic alternate segment theorem. Let's start with the statement of the theorem and later we will prove, and at the end of this video we will be solving the questions based on the alternate segment theorem, right? So the statement of this theorem is the angle formed between the chord and then tangent. Here BC is the chord and PQ is the tangent, so angle formed between the chord and the tangent at the point of contact of tangent is equal. This angle is equal to the angle formed by the same chord in alternate segment. So basically the statement, as per the statement, we have to prove angle QBC is equal to angle BAC. These two angles we have to prove. So without further doing, let's prove this. So the first step of this proof is what we have to do, just join OC and OB because these two are the radius, right? OB and OC are the radius of the circle, and this, if I talk about the triangle OC is equal to OB. Join, I could say in construction part we can join these two. OC and OB is equal to what? The radius. All right, now if I talk about OB, we know that the radius is always perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact of tangent, right? So here at this point B, this OB is perpendicular to what? The tangent PBQ. That implies this angle OBQ is equal to 90 degree. All right, this angle is 90. Now to make it a little easy, what I'm doing here, I can assume this angle as alpha, angle QBC as an alpha, correct? I don't want to write it again and again. That's why I have assumed this as an alpha, right? If this is alpha, can I say this angle is 90 minus alpha? Yes, why not, right? 90 minus of alpha. Now, if I talk about the triangle, this tiny triangle OBC, right, or BOC. If I just talk about this triangle BOC, all right, this angle is alpha, correct, and this angle is 90 minus alpha as we have discussed on the previous slide, right? So in triangle BOC, correct, triangle BOC, apply the angle sum property which says that sum of all the angles of a triangle is what? 180 degree. So here angle B plus of angle O plus of angle C is what? It's 180 degree, right? So I can write this angle O as what? 180 degree minus of angle B plus of angle C. Here, if I talk about the angle B and C, both angles are equal because this triangle is what? Isosceles triangle, right? So we can write this as a 90 minus of alpha. B and C is also 90 minus of alpha, right? 90 minus of alpha plus 90 minus of alpha. We can write this as a 180 minus of 180 plus of 2 alpha, all right? So this 180 minus 180 is 0, 2 alpha. The angle, if I talk about the angle BOC, it is coming as 2 alpha, all right? So here angle BOC is what? BOC is 2 alpha, right? We know a very amazing result, in the circle, and that result is angle made by an arc at the center is always double of the angle made by the same arc on the circle, correct? On the circle in the same segment, if I say, right? So if this angle is 2 alpha, this must be alpha, right? If I apply the same theorem here, so angle BAC, it will be nothing but the half of angle BOC, that is the angle made by an arc at the center, is double of the angle made by the same arc at the circumference, or we can say this, we can reframe this statement as an angle made by the arc at the circumference is the half of the angle made by the angle at the center, right? So here angle, if I talk about the angle BAC, it would be what? 1 by 2 into 2 alpha, that is nothing but alpha, right? So yeah, that's what we had to prove. So angle, we already assumed this as an alpha, and this is also coming as an alpha, right? So we can say that angle QBC is equal to angle BAC, and that is alpha, proved, right? As our theorem is proved now, right? This is the proof of the alternate segment theorem. Let's go ahead and do the question based on this theorem, all right? So here in this particular question, angle BAC is given as 30 degree, and we have to find out the angle DA, DCA or ACD. We have to find out the angle ACD. So here I could see here ACD, right? So I can see here ACD angle is made of two angles, right? I can write this as an angle ACB plus of angle BCD. This is made of the two angles. Let's talk about the ACB, angle ACB. You know what, there is a standard result and which says that result says that the angle made by the diameter at the circumference or at the circle is always 90 degree, right? This angle is what, 90 degree, correct? But how do I identify whether this AB is a diameter or not? Because this AB is passing through the center, definitely it must be what, it must be what, diameter, right? So this angle is what, likewise the angle ACB here I could see angle ACB is what, it's 90 degree, equation 1. All right, let's assume this as an equation 1, this as an equation 2. Now come to the this angle BCD. Can I say this as an I can apply the alternate segment theorem that says that just now we have learned, that says that the angle between the chord and then tangent. So this is the tangent at the C at this point. This angle, the angle made between the what the chord and the tangent is equal to the angle. It is equal to the angle made by the same chord in the alternate segment. So here, this by the alternate segment theorem, I could see this angle is 30. This is also going to be 30 degree. Yes. So angle BCD is what? It's 30 degree. Now put these two values in the equation 1. We get ACD as a 90 degree plus of 30 degree. So the answer is 120 degree. The value of angle ACD is nothing but it's 120 degree. Let's look at the next question. We have to find out the value of x here, correct? This again here, as you could see, this is the angle, this 56 degrees, the angle made between what, the chord AB and then tangent ADAE, correct, at this point A, right? So directly we can just identify, we can write this here as angle, this angle is what, 56 degree. This angle is in 56 degree by alternate segment theorem, that you all know this, right? So angle C is what? Angle C is what? It's 56 degree, correct? Now if I talk about this angle is 56 degree and this entire angle would be 90 degree. Yes, this entire angle would be 90 degree because radius is always perpendicular to what? Radius is always perpendicular to the tangent, right? So this angle is going to be what? This angle is going to be 90 minus 56 degree. That is nothing but 90 minus 50 is 40. 40 minus 6 is what? 34 degree. So this angle is 34. Correct. If I talk about this tiny triangle O, B and A, right? This point is A, correct? So if this angle is 34, definitely this angle is going to be 34 because this radius, these two are the OB, OA and OB are the radius, right? So this angle is going to be what? 34 degree, all right? Correct. Now come to the bigger triangle here, triangle ABC. If I talk about the triangle B, C and A, this angle by alternate segment theorem, it's 56 degree. Now if I talk about this angle, this entire angle, right? This entire angle is what? X. This entire angle is what? X plus of 34 degree, because we should not consider this 56. 56 is what? It's the outside angle, right? It's not the inside, it's the exterior angle here, right? Correct. And this entire angle would be what? 35 plus 34. So 35 is 70 minus 1 is 69. This angle is 69, right? Can I say x plus of 34? I can write this as an 180 minus of 56 plus of 69 by angle sum property. Yes ma'am, definitely. So it is going to be 9, 6, 15, 1, 6, 5, 11, 112. 180 minus 125 is nothing but 125, 5 is 130 and 50. This is 55. All right, this is 55. Once let me check. 55, 5, 60. Yes, it's 55. So the value of x is going to be what? The value of x is going to be what? 55 minus of 34, that is 5 minus 1, 3, 21 degree. So value of x answer is what? The value of x is what? 21 degree. That's the answer. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you.